Oh, inverter, neutral. Let's go. So, hello everyone. This is actually my first solo ride. Every time I've been out with Sam. So, this should be interesting. Currently on my way to go and see a friend. Then I will be looking at getting another bike and brewing. Going to Longitch Diner this time. One that is reasonably local, but not one that we've actually done, to be honest. But yeah, ever since I bought this bike, which was April I think, I've not actually been out on my own on it, so my first taste of freedom. I mean, saying that, we have done some pretty good rides, but first time without a great big GS sat behind me or in front of me. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you along to see how we get on. Yeah, I will keep you updated as we go along, and yeah. You might want to know a little bit more about me. My name is Emily. I am 30 years old, which is frankly disgusting in my opinion, but here we are. I haven't been in biking long. I passed my CBT, where are we now? 2024. And did my mods last year. Didn't buy a bike until April because, to put it frankly, I couldn't decide on what I actually wanted. But yeah, I've absolutely fallen in love with my Kawasaki. She just fit the bill, to be honest. I didn't need something too big, didn't want something too small, but just found her by chance, ended up in a dealership that we shouldn't have been in, and here we are. But I do absolutely love it. I've done some modifications to her since I've had her. I have had the heated grips. We did put the radiator guard on in one of our previous videos, and we did fit the Dominator exhaust can, which was giving it a fair bit of aggression, should I say. But it's not too much, it just gives it a nice little growl as you go along, nothing major. Didn't exactly want to sound like a race bike, but then I didn't want to go unhurt, so I mean, it shouldn't be an excuse not to see me anyway, because I am on a bright red Kawasaki motorbike. But as we all know, car drivers just completely see through it and treat us as if we don't exist. So hopefully a bit of a louder cam will just allow for a bit more visibility on the road. But yeah, I'm just currently on the way to see an old friend, in fact. My old friend is actually my instructor who did my CVT and my mods with me, and I haven't seen him since, so he doesn't know what bike I've got, he doesn't know anything, haven't communicated with him, so fingers crossed he is actually in and it'll be worth a visit. But if not, it just means that we'll be off to Longitch Diner faster than anticipated, but that's okay. This is a lovely bit of road, I can't lie. If anyone knows this island, they will know it's an absolute headache for people who can't stay in their lanes. Let's go. Like a pro. Yep, Sam has been left at home on his own with the kids. I think his day is going to involve cleaning the cars. And I was under instruction to go off and have a good day, so we do get out on the bikes when we've got the kids, but with having a younger one who isn't as confident on the bikes, it does make it a little bit harder. Obviously my son, who you've previously seen in videos, he's 10 and he's fairly confident on the back of the bikes now, which makes it a lot easier. When we've got the both of them, it just makes that a little bit harder, but it will get better once the littlest one has grown up a bit more, got a bit more confidence, I think. And the plan will be to get out and do a lot more on the road. But yeah, for my first bike I had a little Suzuki Marauder. It was old, it was bashed up, she was covered in scratches. The fuel gauge didn't work at all, so wherever I went I was running on empty, which I may as well have been, because every time it came to topping it up it was about £2 to go. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I did ditch it within the first week of getting my CBT. My own fault. Was looking at the wrong side of the road, panicked because the road was moving away and it was crumbling, and before I knew it I was down a ditch. And Sam ever so lovingly went back to the scene to recover my plastics for me. Because as you can imagine I was absolutely distraught. But yeah, it was fantastic. It, you know, gave me that sort of experience that I needed in order to gain my confidence, and I got to the point that I was literally throwing the bike around. I realised that I needed more power. But we all start somewhere. And it was quite nice selling her on to someone actually that was going to give her the use that she deserved, because although she was old, that engine was mighty. And to say that I threw her down a ditch, she didn't half do too bad. Do you know what? I've literally got a song in my head, and it's that stupid song off TikTok. My son and Sam just keep singing it, and it is driving me insane, and it is the only thing that keeps reverberating around my head in my helmet. Something I'd absolutely love to do, you know. A bit of banger racing. I mean, I'd probably lose a few brain cells whilst doing it, but then not. Yeah. I know the turning's not far after here. I think. Ooh. Got a left turning going up. I see it. It's quite a nasty little junction, this one, actually. I remember stalling on it on my CVT. Please be in, please be in. Why do I get the feeling he's not going to be in? Their bike's out? No. So, my friend was not in, which is a massive shame, but oh well, I'm sure we can find him another day. Bump, bump. Horrible road to pull out on. Alright, get stuck behind cyclists. Bye bye. Oh, now we're off to Longitch Diner. Go and get a stamp. Get a brew while we're at it. A lovely area this is. Oh, I'm a bit gutted that he wasn't there, but oh well. I think he's out doing CBTs with people. I don't blame him for getting an early start if it's about to get incredibly hot, so it's hard enough to do CBT as a first timer, I suppose, rather than doing it in the cooking heat. But then saying that, I did do my mod training in the absolute pouring rain, so but then I did have an entire year. This road surface is awful. I did have an entire year out from my CBT to do my mods, not my wads, to gain the confidence, but need to go. But yeah, I can definitely feel the temperature getting warmer. Not too unbearable at the minute, it's still got a nice breeze coming through. I don't think it is estimated to get too hot today though. Not too sure. There's lots of fridges in the road down here. Yeah, just bumped into two lovely people who were also going to see the friend I was going to visit, but it is what it is, we can catch him on another day. But yeah, she was riding the Honda Rebel, which I did previously consider right at the very beginning of my bike journey to buy. Probably quite influenced by the fact that Sam did have a Harley at the time, but I don't regret getting the Kawasaki. I do have to say though, I think I'll always love the look of it. It is a pretty mean little bike, quite suitable for women to be fair. I mean, not saying that men can't ride it, but I'm saying for those on the shorter side, it's an incredibly nice little bike. I can't exactly remember the CCs that it goes to, but I remember it being quite a light, comfortable bike. Something that I know I could flat foot, and I'm only 5'2", so to any of the shorter girls out there, don't get your hopes ruined. There's bikes for everyone. And saying that, the Kawasaki is quite a small bike. I was quite delightfully surprised. I'd sort of come away from the want of a cruiser and more gone towards wanting something a bit racier, should I say. I mean, obviously women can ride anything, but I know from experience, you know, I don't have the confidence in myself to be jumping on a GS 1200 right from the very start. Something that does eventually come with time. But we all start somewhere. But it was like the other day, we were having a look. Not that I want to sell my bike anytime soon, but we were having a look in one of the dealerships, and I sat on the Z1000. And it didn't actually feel too bad, to be honest. But then, I mean, I have been riding this one a good few months now, so my confidence is getting better and better as time goes on, really. I love the views of the fields, and it's just stunning. be a lot more nervous than I am, but I think sometimes it's nice to just get out on your own and do your own thing and, you know, take things at your own pace. And I'm not putting Sam down by any means. I do thoroughly enjoy riding with him, and that was sort of the whole point of getting my licence, but at the same time I think riding by yourself, you learn the most about your bike, because you're not that he does expect me to, but you're not living up to an expectation of how they ride, or feeling like you're keeping them slow, and you know what I mean? It was even on my 125, I rode my 125 on my own because I was quite nervous on it, I'll be honest. And Sam was trying his best to get me to speed up, but I just said to him one day, I said, I think I need to go out on my own. And I went out on my own, and I was telling myself over and over again, you know, come on, speed up, you need to go for it, and wasn't letting myself drop down speed too much in the bends. I mean, not that you can go exactly the fastest on a 125 anyway, but I came back after that ride with such a newfound confidence, throwing it around. And yeah, I loved it. And then it wasn't long after that ride that, I said to Sam, I said, I need more power. Especially when we were going up hills and I was changing down gears faster than they were going out of fashion, and he was only in third gear. But I did some fair miles on that bike. I look back now and think, how did I do it at such a low speed? But I took it, you know, quite sort of far into Wales. God, this road is awful. Sure, that's one thing I've always wanted to drive as a tractor. Don't ask me why, but I've just always wanted to have a go on one. I don't think I'd understand all of the complicated gears on it though. I'm not even going to go into it because I know that I would explain it wrong. Sam would be your best bet for that, being a HGV driver. Oh god, this road is bumpy. "35 minutes. Cheeky little overtake. My name is the Range Rover. It's a very nice road. Little nod, little nod. fun fact actually, I used to live right by a Longitch diner, literally on the back of it. That's got to have been about, oh god, I'm trying to think how old my son would have been, maybe 2, so maybe about 8-9 years ago, 1, 2, something like that. But yeah, I used to live just on the other side of the canal actually. I used to walk down there a lot, and I used to have my old German Shepherd. That was very nice, that Chevy. The only thing I could fault this bike for, it's what comes with having an older bike, I suppose. I don't have self-cancelling indicators, and I'm forever being taken the mick out of because I'm always looking like I'm turning left on a straight road. I'm getting better with it though. I don't think it helped, truthfully. My 125 used to have sporadically working indicators, and the bulbs used to continuously glow. So I'll be honest, I didn't exactly always use them, because what was the point in using indicators that were non-existent? Hope and pray that this cafe's open. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But yeah, we've done quite a few on the bike and Brew now. I couldn't name them to save my life, but we haven't been too religious about it. I know there's people that are sort of aiming to get the book finished, and that's fine, but as 2 working adults, it's quite hard to find the time to get to all of these places, and to be honest, some of them are that close to each other. You almost feel pointless riding, because it's such a stop and start that we've sort of missed some in the middle to give us that opportunity to come back and do more. I know there's a few more that we want to do in Wales. There was one that we couldn't find originally, and I can't remember what it was called, but we figured out in the end when we got home where it actually was, so we'll go back and do that at some point. And that was in around the Eden Valley. But yeah, there's that many, and sometimes there's some of them you just can't do because they're open in the week, and again, as we both work, we do struggle to get out during the week, especially with Sam being away. As much as like, yes, I can go out by myself, it's nice having a bit of company. I'm not constantly looking like I'm just taking myself for a date. God, I used to go over this island to go home. Does anybody else ever get this? But every single time I come on the bike, put my helmet on, my nose just starts running. Never ever have this problem any other time. But as soon as I come on the bike, I can feel it now. It drives me mad. And it gets really itchy as well. Third exit. I know where I am. I thought I did back there, but I was wrong. There you go, some more horse manure, £2. I used to be obsessed with that little pink house. I used to think it was so cute. Oh, tell me you're getting near a Brew event without telling me. Motorbikes galore. Really do the coffee, you know. Oh, not nice, not nice, not nice. That was evil. Oh, this bridge is horrible. But yeah, I used to live just up there on the left. Up there. It's mad, really. It feels like it was an entire lifetime ago. That's a nice little pub with 2 boats. Right on the canal. And then you've got the Cuttle Inn right on the other side. Here we go, here's where we need to be. Nice, nice. We will stop off for a brew. Just sat down, just having a chill. Oh, I've just spilt it. Got a latte. But yeah, first ride out. Quite successful so far. Oh, leaving Longitch now, got me stamp. God, the traffic is absolutely horrendous down here. Anytime today we'll go. Oh, we're going to go through that horrible gravel again. Yeah, nice stop off there, just had a latte. Had a really good chat with the lady that's got a Z900 actually, and the things that she recommends and that she's put on hers. I do definitely want to look at upgrading my indicators and whatnot at some point. Because I absolutely hate how pension of mine look. But yeah, the sun seems to have just disappeared now. Stay where you are, please, Mr. Tractor. Maybe I'll catch it back up again as I get home. I've got about just over an hour back home. I've got another samp secured. Probably won't win anything like, but it's good though doing this bike and brew because it pushes you to go to places that, well, one, you didn't know existed, and two, just to give you a purpose. Oh, we're back on this rubbish again. Oh, bit of a wobble. Oh, this is horrible, this is. I need to get over to this side. This should just be illegal. So guys, I'm going to end the video here. We definitely need to invest in some batteries, that's for sure. Because as you can just see, my front camera died. And it hadn't exactly given me all the footage that I wanted, but there we go. But yeah, I just rode home from here. I had a really good day, just on my own. A lot less nervous than I thought I was going to be. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.